The alien ship moved quietly through deep space. Its silver body reflected distant stars as it traveled between systems. Inside the ship, the crew worked calmly. This was not their first mission. They had visited many worlds before. Most planets were weak. Most species were afraid. This mission felt the same. At least that is what the captain believed. Klyra sat alone at the navigation console. She was young compared to the others. Her skin was light blue, and her eyes were wide and sharp. She had trained for many cycles to become a navigator. She trusted numbers. She trusted maps. But today, her hands were shaking. The ship's screen flashed. Final destination CONFIRM need Klyra leaned closer. She read the name once. Then she read it again. Her breath stopped. Earth, she whispered. Her fingers froze above the controls. Across the galaxy, every world had a rating. Some were safe. Some were dangerous. A few were forbidden. Earth was not forbidden, but it was worse. Earth was marked in red. Klyra quickly opened the galactic database. Her heart beat fast as lines of text filled the screen. Planet class, death world, native species, human warning, extreme risk. No, Klyra said softly. This can't be right. She scanned deeper into the files. What she saw made her feel cold. Humans lived on a planet full of storms, earthquakes, fire, and poison. Their world tried to kill them every day. Yet they survived. Not only survived, they grew stronger. Klyra stood up suddenly. She rushed toward the command deck. The captain stood in the center, tall and proud. His armor was clean, his posture relaxed. He was speaking with the officers, confident as always. "Captain," Klyra said, her voice shaking. He turned slowly. "Navigator Klyra, what is the problem?" "Our destination," she said. "It's wrong. It must be wrong." The captain smiled slightly. "Nothing is wrong. We are on schedule." "It's Earth," Klyra said. "We are going to Earth." The room became quiet. Then someone laughed. "Earth?" One officer said. "That weak human planet?" "Yes," another added. "The one with no energy shields and old weapons." The captain raised a hand, stopping the laughter. He looked at Klyra calmly. "Explain," he said. Klyra swallowed. "Earth is a death world. Humans evolved in constant danger. They fight predators. They fight nature. They even fight each other." "So?" the captain replied. "They are small, soft, no natural armor." "They are unpredictable," Klyra said quickly. "They do not think like us." "That makes them easy to control," the captain said. Klyra shook her head. "No, sir, that makes them dangerous." The captain stepped closer. "Our mission is simple. Observe, study, show power if needed. Humans will submit like the others." "But..." "Sir," Klyra said, her voice almost breaking, "why is Earth marked in red if humans are harmless?" The captain paused for a moment. Then he laughed. "Old records," he said. "Fear from weaker minds. The galaxy exaggerates." Klyra wanted to argue more, but she could see it in his eyes. He had already decided. She returned slowly to her station, but she could not focus. Her mind replayed what she had read. She opened the database again, this time accessing restricted files. Her screen darkened, then unlocked. The first report appeared. Incident log. Human encounter CLSSFI Izelaras. Eyes moved fast. One report spoke of a human ship damaged beyond repair. Instead of surrendering, the human crew used their own bodies to fix the ship in open space. Many died. The ship survived. Another report showed a ground battle. Humans were outnumbered 10-1. They fought until they had no weapons left. Then they fought with their hands. The final line burned into Klyra's mind. Humans do not stop when they should. Her chest felt tight. "Why would we go there?" she whispered. The ship suddenly VIBRATED. They had entered the outer edge of the solar system. A small alert blinked on the screen. Entering human Klyra looked out through the viewport. A blue and green planet filled the darkness. Earth. It looked peaceful from space. Beautiful even. But Klyra knew better. She felt it. Something about that world was watching them. Behind her. The captain's voice echoed through the ship. "Prepare for arrival," he announced. "First contact will begin soon." Klyra's hands trembled as she locked in the final approach. She had a terrible feeling. This mission would not end the way the captain expected. And somewhere on that blue planet, humans were about to look up at the stars and notice they were no longer alone. Ship moved closer to Earth. Inside, the crew acted normal. They checked systems, prepared probes, and talked about rewards. No one seemed worried. No one except Klyra. She sat at her station, staring at the blue planet on the screen. Earth looked calm. Too calm. Klyra knew better. She waited until the night cycle began. Most of the crew rested. The lights dimmed. The ship became quiet. That was when she made her choice. She opened the restricted archive again. A warning appeared on her screen. "Access denied. High clearance. Klyra hesitated. If she was caught, she would be punished. Maybe worse. Her fingers shook. Then she pressed confirm. The screen flickered. Access granted. The first file opened. Slowly. Galactic Survival Council Human Threat ASSFM. Klyra leaned closer. Her eyes moved line by line. Humans were not the strongest species. Humans were not the fastest. Humans were not the smartest. So why was Earth feared? The answer appeared in one sentence. Humans adapt faster than any known life form. Klyra felt a chill. She opened the next file. It showed images. Old images. From a forgotten war. An alien fleet had landed on a human colony world long ago. The attackers had better weapons. Better ships. Better numbers. The humans should have lost. But the report said otherwise. Humans changed tactics every hour. When weapons failed, they built new ones. When machines broke, they used fire and metal. When hope was gone, they kept fighting anyway. One line stood out. Human morale increases under pressure. Klyra whispered, "That makes no sense." In the galaxy, fear broke most species. Pressure caused surrender, but humans were different. Pressure made them dangerous. She opened another file. This one was marked black level. Her heart raced. It described a single human soldier captured during a border conflict. The soldier was injured, weak, bleeding. The guards relaxed. That was their mistake. The human escaped using broken chains, defeated 3 guards, and destroyed the holding chamber. The report ended with a warning. Never assume a human is defeated. Klyra leaned back in her chair. Now she understood. The red mark. Earth was not dangerous because of weapons. Earth was dangerous because of humans. Soft sound behind her made her freeze. Footsteps. She quickly minimized the files. "Commander." Reth appeared behind her. "What are you doing, Navigator?" he asked. Klyra forced herself to stay calm. "Running trajectory checks." Reth looked at the screen, then at her face. "You look afraid," he said. "I am careful," Klyra replied. He smiled. "There is no need. Humans are divided. They fight each other. That makes them weak." Klyra wanted to argue, but she remembered the reports. "They fight each other," she said slowly, "and still survive." Reth shrugged. "Survival is not strength." He walked away. Klyra watched him go. He didn't understand. None of them did. The next day cycle began as the ship entered Earth's inner system. Small human satellites appeared on scanners. Primitive. Old. The crew laughed. "They still use metal boxes to watch space," one officer said. "They will panic when they see us," another added. But Klyra noticed something strange. Human communications increased. Signals spread fast. Earth was reacting. "Captain," Klyra said over the channel, "human systems have detected us." "So soon?" the captain replied. Impressive, but it changes nothing. Klyra looked at the planet again. Storms moved across the surface. Oceans crashed against land. Lightning flashed. Life on Earth was violent, and humans had learned to live inside that violence. A final file opened on Klyra's screen by accident, or maybe fate. It was short. Just one sentence. If humans ever unite against an external threat, retreat immediately. Klyra's breath caught. She looked around the command deck. The crew was united. Focused. Confident. But Earth? Earth was waking up. Sirens echoed faintly through intercepted human channels. Military signals activated. Defense networks came online. The captain raised his head. Interesting, he said. They are faster than expected. Klyra stood up. Captain, she said firmly, we should leave now. He turned slowly. You doubt this mission? He asked. I fear it, she answered. The captain smiled coldly. Fear is for the weak, he said, and humans are weak. Klyra looked back at Earth one last time. She knew the truth. Humans were not weak, they were patient, and they were about to meet something new. Something from the stars. The alien ship entered Earth's atmosphere at dawn. From space, Earth had looked calm. From above the clouds it looked alive. Storms rolled across the oceans. Wind pushed against the ship's hull. The air was thick and heavy. Sensors blinked. With warnings, this planet resists us. An officer said. The captain ignored it. Begin descent, he ordered. The ship slowed and moved toward land. Below them, a large human city appeared. Tall buildings of glass and steel reflected the early sunlight. Roads filled with small moving machines. Humans. Klyra stood silently at her station. Her heart beat fast. She remembered the files, the warnings. The red mark. First contact never goes as planned on a death world. One report had said. The ship stopped in the sky. It did not hide. The captain wanted to show power. A shadow passed over the city. Humans looked up. At first, they froze. Then something unexpected happened. They did not run. Some humans pointed. Some raised small devices. Some even waved. Klyra felt confused. Why are they not afraid? She whispered. The captain smiled. Curiosity. Fear will come later. A communication signal appeared on the screen. Human language. Many voices, fast, loud. They are speaking to each other, Klyra said. Spreading information, so? The captain replied. Before Klyra could answer, a human signal cut through the noise. Clear. Strong. This is Earth, the voice said. Unknown vessel, identify yourself. The bridge went quiet. The captain laughed. They think they can command us. He nodded to the officer. Send a warning pulse. The ship released a bright beam of light into the sky. It struck the ground far from the city. The earth shook. Dust rose. A show of power. Klyra watched the human response. Sirens began to scream. Machines moved fast. Roads cleared. Small flying objects rose into the sky. They are mobilizing, she said. Too late, the captain replied. A landing craft detached from the main ship and moved toward the ground. Klyra's breath caught. They were going down. The craft landed in an open area near the city. The doors opened with a loud hiss. Alien soldiers stepped out in perfect formation. Weapons ready. They waited. Then humans arrived. Not soldiers, just people. They stood behind barriers. Some held signs, some shouted. Some recorded everything. Klyra watched their faces on the external cameras. Fear was there, but it was mixed with something else. Anger. Determination. One human stepped forward. He wore simple clothes. No armor, no weapon. He raised his hands. You don't belong here, the human said loudly. But we're listening. Klyra's chest tightened. He was not begging. He was warning them. The captain spoke through the translator. This world is now under observation. Do not interfere. The humans stared at the ship. Then he smiled that it was not a friendly smile, that it was calm. Bad choice. The human said. Suddenly, a loud sound broke the air. A human machine fired a projectile into the sky. It missed the ship, but the message was clear. The soldiers raised their weapons instantly. Hold, the captain ordered. Do not kill them, yet. Klyra looked at the human machines moving into position. They were old, loud, imperfect. But there were many, and more were coming. They are not retreating, she said. Of course not, the captain replied. They are proud. The human stepped forward again. You should leave, he said. Now, the captain laughed through the speakers. Or what? He asked. The human's smile faded. Or we will fight. The words were simple, but the tone was not. Klyra felt a deep fear she could not explain. The air changed. The crowd behind the human moved back, not in panic. In preparation. That was when Klyra understood. Humans did not wait for orders. They acted. A sudden explosion rocked the landing zone. Not from alien weapons. From the ground. The earth itself erupted under the soldiers' feet. Ambush! Someone shouted. Human weapons fired from hidden positions. Smoke filled the air. The soldiers returned fire, shocked by the speed of the Kohu. Response. They planned this. Klyra whispered. The captain's smile disappeared. This is not possible, he said. They are unarmed civilians. No, Klyra replied softly. They are humans. The battle had begun. And Earth was no longer welcoming visitors. Smoke covered the landing zone. The air was loud with explosions and human weapons. The alien soldiers tried to regroup, but the ground beneath them was chaos. Dust burned their eyes. Alarms screamed inside their helmets. This is impossible, an officer shouted. They planned this. The captain watched from the main ship, his fists tight. Push forward, he ordered. Show them our power. More alien troops dropped from the sky. Energy weapons fired bright beams across the field. Humans fell, but they did not run. Klyra watched the battle through the cameras, her heart heavy. Humans dragged the wounded away. Others stepped forward to take their place. Some fought with weapons. Some fought with nothing but courage. They should be retreating, a commander said. They don't know how. Klyra whispered. Human vehicles moved fast through the smoke. They were loud, rough, and old, but they worked. Humans used buildings, roads, and even fire as cover. An alien tank fired into a human position. The ground exploded. For a moment, there was silence. Then humans rose from the dust, bleeding, broken, still. Fighting, what are they? An alien soldier cried. They are defenders, Klyra said. The captain ignored her. Increase firepower, he ordered. Break their spirit. The ship's cannons aimed toward the city. Klyra's eyes widened. Captain, civilians are still there. They chose resistance, he replied coldly. Before the cannons could fire, something unexpected happened. Human signals flooded the air. Not panic. Commands. Clear, organized, fast. Different human groups moved together. Air units attacked from above. Ground units struck from the sides. Even civilians helped, guiding others to safety. They are united. Klyra said. The captain hesitated. That moment of doubt changed everything. A human missile struck the landing craft. It did not destroy it, but it damaged the engines. The craft crashed hard. Alien soldiers were thrown across the ground. Human fighters rushed forward without fear. Hand to hand. Close. Personal. Klyra watched in shock as humans fought through pain. Some were burned. Some were injured. None stopped. They don't retreat, an officer said in disbelief. They advance. Klyra replied. One human soldier stood alone in the open. His armor was damaged. His weapon was broken. The alien commander aimed at him. Target locked, he said. The human looked up. He raised his fist. And charged. The alien fired. The human fell. Then he stood. Again, screaming, fighting, winning, silence. Filled the alien channel. Fear replaced confidence. These humans are insane, someone whispered. No, Klyra said. They are fighting for their home. The captain's face darkened. This world is too dangerous, he said. Prepare. Orbital strike. Klyra turned to him in horror. You will kill millions. They will remember our power, he replied. Klyra made her choice. Her hands moved across the console. Fast, precise. She rerouted the ship's systems. Warning, the computer said. Unauthorized control. The captain turned. What have you done? I saved lives. Klyra said. She shut down the cannons. The ship shook as human weapons struck again. Shields failing, an officer shouted. The captain roared in anger. Arrest her. Guards moved toward Klyra, but the ship rocked violently. A massive human aircraft flew past the viewport. Damaged but flying. Painted on its side were simple words. We do not surrender. Klyra felt something she had never felt before. Respect. Earth was burning, but it was not broken. Humans fought not for conquest. They fought for each other, and they were winning. The captain stared at the screens. At the wounded aliens. At the rising human forces. For the first time, his voice shook. Retreat, he said quietly. The order echoed through the ship. The alien invasion had failed. Earth had not knelt. Earth had stood. The battle finally slowed. Smoke still rose from the broken ground. Fires burned in the distance, but the city was still standing. Human machines moved through the ruins, helping the injured. No one celebrated. No one cheered. They worked. Klyra watched everything from the damaged alien ship. Her hands were still shaking from what she had done. She had betrayed her own kind, and she did not regret it. Human medical teams are approaching, an officer said quietly. They are not attacking? Another asked. No, the officer replied. They are helping everyone, even our wounded. The bridge fell silent. Klyra looked at the screens. Humans were lifting injured alien soldiers. They treated burns. They stopped bleeding. They spoke calmly, even to enemies. Why? Someone whispered. Why help us? Klyra did not answer. She already knew. The captain stood alone near the viewport. His shoulders looked heavy now. His pride was gone. This world makes no sense, he said. They should hate us. They don't fight for hate, Klyra replied. They fight for home. The ship's alarms sounded again. Small human craft approaching. An officer announced. The captain turned sharply. Weapons ready. No, Klyra said firmly. Let them come. The captain stared at her, then looked away. Do what you want, he said tiredly. A small human craft docked with the alien ship. The airlock opened slowly. A group of humans entered. They were not soldiers in heavy armor. They looked tired, dirty, injured. One human stepped forward. He was older. His face showed pain and strength at the same time. I'm Commander Holly, he said. We need to talk. The captain said nothing. Klyra stepped forward instead. I am Klyra, she said. Navigator. Holly looked at her. You stopped the orbital strike, he said. Klyra answered. Then lives were saved. Holly replied simply. The captain laughed bitterly. You welcome the one who betrayed us? Holly turned to him. You came to our home with weapons, he said calmly. She stopped you from killing children. The captain had no reply. Holly looked around the bridge. You see chaos, he continued. We see responsibility. Klyra listened closely. Earth is dangerous, Holly said. Not because we want war. Because life here is hard. He pointed to the planet on the screen. Our storms kill us. Our land breaks. Our bodies fail. So, we learn, we adapt. Klyra remembered the files. Humans adapt faster than any known life form. We fight each other, Holly said. Yes, and that is our shame. But when someone threatens our home, his voice hardened. We stand together. Klyra felt something shift inside her. The captain spoke again, quietly. "You should fear the galaxy now," he said. "More will come." Holland nodded. "Double quotes, we know," he replied. "That's why we helped your wounded." The captain looked confused. "Because when they return," Holly continued, "they will remember who we are." Silence filled the room. Klyra realized the truth. Humans were not trying to scare the galaxy, they were teaching it. A human medic stepped forward. "We need permission to move your injured," she said. The captain looked at Klyra. She nodded. "Permission." "Granted," he said softly. As humans worked, Klyra followed Holly to the viewport. "Why did you trust me?" she asked. Holly looked at Earth. "Because you chose to protect life," he said. "That's all that matters to us." Klyra felt tears form in her eyes. On her world, mercy was weakness. On Earth, it was strength. Suddenly, alarms rang again. "Incoming transmission," an officer announced. "Galactic channel." The screen activated. A council symbol appeared. "They had been watching," her voice said. "Explain your actions." Holly stepped forward. "This is our home," he said. "We did not attack. We defended." The council paused. "And the alien navigator?" the voice asked. She interfered. Klyra straightened. "She acted to save lives," Holly said. "She stays with us." The captain closed his eyes. The council ended the transmission. But the message was clear. The galaxy was paying attention. Now Klyra looked at Earth again. Wounded. Burning. Unbroken. She understood now. Earth was dangerous, not because humans loved war. Earth was dangerous because humans never gave up on life. And this story was only beginning. The alien ship was no longer safe. Damaged lights blinked across the bridge. Systems failed one by one. Human technicians worked beside alien crew, trying to keep the ship alive. Klyra stood near the center console. She felt the weight of every choice she had made. Long-range sensors active. An officer said nervously. "Multiple warp signatures detected." Lyra's heart sank. "They're coming," she whispered. Commander Holly looked up. "Who?" "The fleet," Klyra answered. "My people." The captain closed his eyes. "They won't forgive this." Outside the viewport, space twisted. Then they appeared. Dozens of alien warships surrounded Earth's orbit. Larger, stronger, angrier. A cold voice echoed through every channel. "Alien vessel, identify yourself." The captain stepped forward. Slowly. "This is Command Ship Varix," he said. "Mission failed. Retreat recommended." There was a pause, then laughter. "Retreat?" The voice replied. "You failed because you hesitated." Klyra moved closer to the screen. "This world is under protection," she said loudly. "Leave now." The voice turned sharp. "You have no authority, navigator." "I have truth." Klyra answered. The fleet commander appeared on screen. "You betrayed your species," he said. "Step aside. Earth will be cleansed." Holly clenched his fists. "You won't touch this planet," he said. The commander looked amused. "You are brave," he said, "and irrelevant." Weapons powered up across the fleet. Earth's defenses activated instantly. Human pilots launched into space. Old ships. Anything that could fly. "They know they can't win," an alien officer said. "They know they must fight." Klyra replied. The first shots were fired. Space exploded with light. Human ships moved fast, using strange paths. They hid behind debris. They flew close to enemy hulls. Aliens fired powerful beams. Humans dodged, or took the hit. Some ships burned. Others kept flying. "They're sacrificing themselves." An alien whispered. "No," Holly said. "They're buying time." Klyra saw. The truth instantly. Earth was distracting the fleet for something else. "What are they doing?" the captain asked. Klyra checked the data. Her eyes widened. "They're charging a planet-wide shield," she said. using everything they have. The commander on screen frowned. Impossible, he said, but at WUASN single quotes to human cities dimmed as power moved upward. Satellites linked together. Old systems joined new ones. Earth glowed, shield at 40%. A human voice reported. The alien fleet fired harder. Human losses increased. Klyra felt pain with every explosion. They will all die. The captain said softly. Not if I do this, Klyra replied. She moved to the core console. What are you doing? Hale asked. Ending this, she said. She began entering commands. Alien code. Deep code. The captain's eyes widened. You're locking the ship to the fleet. I know, Klyra said. If you do this, he warned, you won't survive. Klyra looked at Earth. At the blue oceans. At the fragile lights of human cities. I was raised to follow orders, she said. Today, I choose meaning. She opened the channel to the fleet commander. You want Earth? She said calmly. You go through me. The commander laughed. You are one ship. I am enough, Klyra replied. She overloaded the warp core. The ship surged forward, slamming into the center of the alien formation. Systems across the fleet failed instantly. What have you done? The commander shouted. I learned from humans, Klyra said. Adapt. The human shield reached full power. A shining barrier wrapped around Earth. Alien weapons struck it and failed. The alien fleet panicked. Retreat! Someone screamed. Too late. The warp core exploded. Light swallowed space. The human pilots shielded. Their eyes. Silence followed. When the light faded, the alien fleet was gone. Destroyed. Earth was safe. Hale stared at the empty space. She saved us, he whispered. The captain collapsed to his knees. I was wrong, he said. Earth's shield slowly dimmed. Human ships returned home. Victory had come at a cost. Lyra's ship was gone. So was Klyra, or so everyone believed. Far from Earth, in the quiet darkness, a small escape pod drifted. Inside, Klyra opened her eyes. Alive. Broken. Smiling. She whispered one word. Worth it. The galaxy went silent. For the first time in recorded history, an entire alien fleet had vanished near a single planet. Earth. Across distant systems. Sensors replayed the same moment again and again. Light, power, then nothing. No invasion fleet. No victory message. Only one truth remained. Earth had survived. Inside the Galactic Council chamber, fears spread like a virus. Ancient beings watched the recordings in disbelief. A death world, one counselor whispered. They were right. They should not exist, another said. Yet they do. A new message appeared on the central screen, from Timothy. Hesitated. Then accepted. Commander Hale stood before the camera. His uniform was damaged, his face tired. But his eyes were steady. We did not attack, Hale said. We defended our home. A council voice responded. You destroyed a fleet. No. Hale replied calmly. They destroyed themselves by coming here. The council fell silent. We do not want war, Hale continued. But we will never surrender our world. The transmission ended. Minutes later, a new galactic order was issued. Earth Status Update Classification, Protected World Directive. Do not provoke. The galaxy listened. On Earth, life slowly returned to normal. Cities rebuilt. Fires were put out. Wounded healed. Graves were honored. Humans did not celebrate victory. They remembered sacrifice. In a quiet medical facility, deep beneath the surface, a guarded room remained sealed. Inside, machines beeped softly. A human doctor checked the readings. She's waking up, he said. The door opened. Commander Hale stepped inside. On the bed lay Klyra. Her skin was pale, her body weak. But she was alive. Her eyes opened slowly. She looked around. Earth? She whispered. Hale smiled. Yes, he said. You're safe. Klyra tried to sit up. Pain stopped her. The ship, she said. The fleet. It's over, Holly replied. Because of you. Klyra closed her eyes. I betrayed my people, she said quietly. Holly shook his head. No, he sighed. You chose life. Days later, the world learned her name, not as an enemy, but as an ally. Klyra was named Earth's first alien ambassador. Some humans feared her, most respected her. All remembered what she had done. During her first address, she stood beside Hall, facing the world. I was taught that mercy is weakness, Klyra said. Earth showed me it is strength. She looked up at the sky. My people feared Earth because they did not understand it, she continued. Beyond Earth, the message spread. Stories replaced fear. Alien captains warned their crews. Do not anger humans. Do not threaten Earth. Do not mistake kindness for weakness. A new saying formed among the stars. Earth is peaceful. Until it isn't. Years passed. Human technology grew. Alien visitors arrived not as conquerors, but as students. Traders. Friends. Earth did not rule the galaxy. Earth did not need to. It had earned something stronger than power. Respect. Late one night, Klyra stood alone on a balcony overlooking a human city. Light stretched to the horizon. Life, noise, hope. Holly joined her. Do you miss your home? He asked. Klyra nodded slowly. Yes, she said. But I found another. Holly smiled. So did we, he replied. Far away, a young alien cadet studied galactic history. He stopped at one page, a simple image, a blue planet. Below it, one sentence. Most dangerous world in the galaxy. The cadet raised his hand. Teacher, he asked, why is Earth dangerous? The teacher paused. Then answered softly, because humans will fight storms, monsters, and gods. But they will stand together for home. The cadet looked at the image with new respect. And across the stars. The lesson was clear. Never invade Earth. Never underestimate humans, because on a world that tried to kill them every day, humanity learned how to survive anything.